Hey, this is Mike Acosta, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up your Roland Juno Gi for use with Apple's Logic Pro. This video will cover setting up the Juno Gi as the main audio and MIDI interface, as well as a 16-part multi-timbral instrument. This basically means I'll show you how to sequence 16 tracks or parts from the Juno Gi inside Logic Pro. I'll then show you how to stream audio via USB from the Juno Gi into Logic's audio tracks for mixing and recording. The first thing we need to do is download the proper USB driver for our operating system. In this case, we need the Mac OS X 10.6 Snow Leopard driver. The driver can be downloaded from the Roland US website at www.rolandus.com. At the top right of the corner of the web page where it shows product name, type in Juno Gi. Now click on the Juno Gi keyboard link. Then click on Downloads. Scroll down a bit and you'll see a link titled Juno Gi USB Driver Mac OS 10.6. Double click it, and then you'll see the End User License Agreement. Click on the I agree and wish to proceed with a download link.
If you don't see the agreement page, you may have to create your Roland Backstage user account, which is free and keeps you up to date with the latest Roland updates.
You'll also need to download the Juno Gi's Logic multi-instrument file. This download contains the multi-instrument file for adding the Juno Gi to Logic's environment. It's in the form of a Logic Pro project. Once you have downloaded the proper files, you'll need to unzip the files using the Mac's Archive utility app, or the free version of Stuff It Expander. After you've unzipped the file, you'll see the folder Juno Gi MX6DV100. Double-click on that folder, and you will see the Juno Gi USB driver.pkg file. Double-click the PKG file to install the driver. After the installation, you may have to restart your Mac. Once you've installed the Juno Gi's drivers, connected it to your computer via USB, and your computer and Juno Gi are powered up, switch the Juno Gi into MIDI controller mode to use it as Logic's master MIDI controller.
You also use MIDI controller mode when you're playing Juno Gi sounds from your DAW.
Press the MIDI control button on the Juno Gi to display the MIDI controller mode screen. The Juno Gi can transmit MIDI messages on any of the 16 MIDI channels to your DAW. By default, it uses MIDI channel 1, though you can change it to any MIDI channel you like. The local switch setting, shown on screen as Local SW, sets whether the Juno Gi keyboard plays its own sounds in MIDI controller mode or not. When your DAW, or in this case Logic, is using the Juno Gi sounds, leave this set to off, since you'll play its sounds through the Logic software. If you turn local switch on when using the Juno Gi as both the DAW's master controller and sound module, you'll hear each Juno Gi note twice, once from the DAW and once from the Juno Gi. You can save your MIDI controller mode setup in the Juno Gi's memory at any time, so your settings are instantly available when you enter the mode. To save your setup, press the Juno Gi's right button, as noted at the top right of the MIDI controller mode screen. Now let's launch Logic Pro 9. From the template window, let's select Empty Project. Now let's make sure we have the Juno Gi set as the main audio interface. Click on Logic Pro, select Preferences, then select Audio. Under Output and Input Device, select the Juno Gi. You may want to set your buffer to 512. If your Mac can handle it, you can lower the buffer to 256 for a tighter response. Now open the unzipped Juno Gi multi-instrument Logic file you downloaded. The file is titled Juno Gi Tones and Rhythms. Within Logic, click Open. A window will pop up asking if you want to close the current project. Go ahead and click Close. I'll now navigate to the desktop, which is where the Juno Gi Logic file is located. I'll now select the Juno Gi Tones and Rhythm file and click Open. You'll now notice that the Juno Gi is set up for 16 multi-parts with 16 MIDI tracks ready to go.
As a side note, you can only select sounds for the 16 parts of the Juno Gi from your DAW software via MSB, LSB, and program changes. You cannot choose the sounds for the 16 parts on the Juno Gi itself. You can download the Juno Gi patch performance list from the Roland US website if you decide to build your own patch scripts.
You're now probably wondering how to select the sounds for each of these Juno Gi MIDI parts. Well, we've already taken care of that for you by creating the tone list within this Juno Gi Tones and Rhythms project file. Simply choose the MIDI track you want. Then double-click on the little keyboard icon. This will bring up Logic's object editor, which will show you the Juno Gi's tone list and will allow you to choose the Juno Gi sound you want for that particular part. You can click on the bank menu in the object editor to choose a Juno Gi tone category. Then choose the actual tone from the list of program names in the object editor window. This is how you will choose the sounds for all 16 parts from the Juno Gi. Make sure you check the program change box on in the MIDI track. If you do not, Logic will not be able to send the program change information, which will allow you to choose the sound. Once you have sequenced all your MIDI parts from the Juno Gi and are ready to track each part into Logic as an audio track, the first thing you need to do is open a new audio track. Click on Track. Select New. For the type and format, choose Audio, and then choose Stereo. First, I'll track my drums part. I'll need to record enable the audio track by clicking on the R button, which will light up red when it's ready. Now I'll just click on the record button in the transport to start the recording. Now, if you already have an existing Logic project and would like to add the Juno Gi multi-instrument environment to it, you can do that very easily. Open your existing Logic project first. Then open the Juno Gi Tones and Rhythms project. Logic will ask if you want to close the current song before opening a new song. Click Don't Close. Once the Juno Gi Tones and Rhythm project opens, select Environment from the window menu. Then select MIDI Instruments, or MIDI INSTR, from the Environment Window's Layer pop-up menu. Click on the Juno Gi Library multi-instrument by clicking its icon as shown here. Select Copy from the Edit menu, and close the Environment window. Close the Juno Gi Tones and Rhythm project. When Logic Pro asks if you want to save any changes you've made, click Don't Save. This now puts you back in your original pre-existing project you first opened.
Logic Pro pauses to reload any audio the project needs.
Again, select Environment from the window menu. Select MIDI Instruments from the Environment's Windows Layer pop-up menu. Click on Edit, and select Paste. You'll now see the Juno GI multi-instrument environment in your existing project. Now click on Track, select New, then choose External MIDI to add a new MIDI track to your project. You'll now notice that the new MIDI track is mapped to your Juno GI multi-instrument. Click on the keyboard icon to choose your sound from the Juno GI and proceed with recording as explained earlier in this video. For more information, please visit RolandUS.com for downloadable manuals, support documents, and the latest software drivers. Thanks for watching.